Yo boys, what is up? It's been a minute since I posted on this channel. I just want to come on here, and this is not a blow. The title is not a blow for anyone that's a fan of a team in this division. It's just statistically true. It's the easiest division to get into the playoffs from, and the teams that get into the playoffs from this division are usually always the 4 spot. I mean, we saw an exception here with the Cowboys and Eagles both making it this year, but statistically, it's the worst division in the NFL. I just wanted to get that out of the way before I had anyone angry about that or anything. So, getting that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. You know, the NFL draft's in 2 days, so how to do this fast. And we're going to be watching what other teams do as well. So, Thibodeau first pick, interesting. I forgot I was on the clock at 5 already. Alright, let's get it. So they took Icky. Thibodeau over Hutchinson that's pretty bold. Pretty bold of the Jaguars to do. Now here, I would have taken Thibodeau here, but they was taken first overall. So I think I'm just going to go Evan Neal. First pick, pretty self-explanatory. Best tackle on the board available. They take Charles Cross right after the second best tackle available. So with this next pick, I'm kind of looking at Sauce Gardner, kind of looking at Derek Stingley, maybe even like a Jermaine Johnson, which I don't think edge rusher is the biggest need for the Giants. It's one of the biggest, and Jermaine Johnson would fit that role really well for the Giants, but I think you go, because see, corner's also a need up there. I think with the Giants right here, we can go, I mean, there's a bunch of corner prospects in this draft. So at this 7th spot, we go Jermaine Johnson instead of going corner necessarily. And see, we're up here again at 11. So what I want to do here, well, never mind. What I wanted to do here was go Garrett Wilson with the Commanders, but the Falcons had a different idea in mind. They go ahead and take him at the 8th spot. So now here I think it's just a matter of who's the best receiver available, and that would be Malik Willis for the Commanders. You know, who'd they take last round? They took Brown, De'Ami Brown last year, and he was injury prone. He got injured, and he didn't really play that much last year. Add better receiver depth to the team, a good jump ball receiver. That could only help the Commanders, not hurt them. So next pick here is 15 with the Eagles. Eagles is an interesting team. They have 2 picks near each other. They're a team that kind of needs receivers, but they don't. If you look at the Eagles, I mean, they have Arcega-Whiteside, Reagor, Devontae Smith. I think I'm going to go Jameson Williams with this 15 spot, just so a team like the Saints, they could easily take him. Yep, see, they went receiver. If we didn't take Jameson Williams there, they were going to take him with the next pick. Trevor Penning, they took. There is, like, Andrew Booth still on the board, but I feel like I don't want to take him right now. I am looking at a very good player on the board for the Eagles right now, and that's the 18th prospect, Devin Lloyd, going to the 18th picking Eagles. So now here at 24, we're up with the Cowboys, who could use some offensive line help after losing Connor Williams and Lael Collins. And looking right now, Kenyon Green is on the board. There's also Zion Johnson, but I think Kenyon Green's the better choice here for the Cowboys. And I think they will take Kenyon Green. And that would be the last pick for the first round for the NFC East. And we're coming right up back at 36 here for the Giants. As we mentioned before, they do need some cornerback help. If you look on, there's still Kyler Gordon on the board, who's a very solid player. There's also Jalen Piter. But I don't think Pitre, my bad, I didn't make call him Piter. Pitre. I don't think they're going to pass up Kyler Gordon here. Because if you know they pass him up here, he's gone. You know, just take Lewis Cine was taken, Roger McCreary, Kyer Elam. So I think right now they're going to do it before they have to take one of these lower prospects, not calling them. They're just lower on the board. I think they're going to take Kyler Gordon at this 36 pick, fill up that corner spot. And we actually have a big gap back here to the Commanders. Commanders they need a safety. Quarterback's interesting, but I'm not going to take quarterback. Give Carson Wentz a chance in Washington. They need corner, safety. There is Kenneth Walker on the board, which they don't necessarily need running back. They have 2 running backs that did me pretty solid in fantasy this year. So I'll give them. Jaquan Brisker on the board is very good looking right now for Penn State, or for Washington from Penn State. And as a safety needing one, Jaquan Brisker is going to be your guy. Very versatile player. Might even be able to play some corner for you if you need him to. So Jaquan Brisker playing for Washington is a very solid selection. Next up, we have the Eagles at 51. Again, Eagles are a very interesting team to draft for. They need corner and an edge up next. And you see there's been a lot of corners and edge rushers that have gone off the board. It should be Tariq Woolen. Yeah, Tariq Woolen's the best one available. You go to edge rushers, you still have Cameron Thomas, Drake Jackson, Josh Pascal, who are all very solid players. And I think with this pick, honestly, the Eagles might reach out a little bit and take Drake Jackson. Very solid edge rusher out of USC. And I feel like he'll fit a role in the Eagles organization pretty well. And next up, we have the Cowboys. Cowboys, they're looking good. Receiver, D-line. You see your Perion Winfrey here. Receiver, you still have like Calvin Austin, David Bell, Wan'Dale Robinson, who are very solid players. And after losing a receiver in the offseason, actually lost 2. They lost Amari Cooper in the offseason. Gosh, I can't think of... The Dolphins literally signed him, but I can't think of his name. Slipped the top of my head. I'll be able to think of it in a second. But like someone like David Bell, Calvin Austin, Wan'Dale, they're all very solid receivers. And I think the Cowboys here... What is his name? That's bugging me. Oh my gosh. Cedric Wilson. Losing Cedric Wilson, who is a bit of a smaller speed receiver, kind of like a David Bell spot. And to fill that Cedric Wilson loss, also with Amari Cooper, instead of going David Bell, like I was kind of hinting towards, they go Calvin Austin, best receiver available right now out of Memphis, to kind of, again, fill that receiver void they have. Next pick up will be 67 with the Giants. Giants are a team that they could use some receiver help, but it's not their main priority. They're kind of looking at linemen still, even after taking a lineman. You know, they also need safety. Nick Cross on the board, Verone McKinley on the board, who could kind of be a reach, especially with having a pick next round. So I say here they're kind of looking at receiver. Wan'Dale still on the board for the Giants. You know, Wan'Dale's a pretty solid receiver. Alex Pierce is a very solid receiver. They don't need an edge rusher necessarily. I think the Giants here with this pick are going to go Wan'Dale Robinson. Probably would have been David Bell if the Lions didn't take David Bell the pick before. So now we don't have a pick all the way till it's the Giants again at 81 who go. Where else do the Giants pick at? Did they pick anywhere else in the 3rd round? They do not. I gotta hope on the CPU to get that done for me. I'm drafting up until the 3rd round, and then we're letting the computer finish it out, see what the computer has for us. But here, I don't necessarily want to take Verone McKinley so early. He's a 123rd prospect. It's the 81st pick. He's just such a good safety, and I feel like he's better than these two right here. Verone will be able to develop in the NFL and just become a very good safety, very coverage safety. I know he's kind of fast. So I'd say with this 81, the Giants kind of reach a little bit. And it's not like it would be surprising the Giants, out of all teams, reaching for a pick. So taking Verone McKinley at that 81 spot. And now we're right back to picking with the Eagles here. Eagles are a team that have a lot of picks, kind of like the Giants. They also have a lot of picks. Eagles are still looking to take a corner. And Cam Taylor-Britt is still on the board. Martin Emerson's still on the board. Alontae Taylor's still on the board. Also a team that might need some D-line help. Zachary Carter, Matthew Butler, maybe even take a Cole Strange, which is a player that I've been liking recently, and I think Cole Strange would honestly be a good fit for this Eagles team right here. So at 83, we're going to take Cole Strange out of Chattanooga. And we're right back again. 88, picking with the Cowboys. Cowboys are a team with less picks. Maybe some edge help, D-line help. There is still some edge rushers. Isaiah Thomas is still on the board. Alec Wright, Dominique Robinson. D-line, maybe Zachary Carter. There's still some safeties and linebackers. Brian Cook's still on the board. You know, come Chad Muma. Oh my gosh, how is he still here? I don't know how Chad Muma is still here, but this would be a great pick for the Cowboys at 88, being able to take 58 ranked Chad Muma. I just really like Chad Muma as a linebacker and as a player. So once we get, this is the last pick until we just let the computer do the rest. So for the Eagles, you know, we gotta make a good pick right here and not just spoil their draft. Still looking at corner, Mario Goodrich at the top of the board now, and I think that's probably a pretty solid bet. Tariq Castrofields is down here. Josh Joby's down here. But I say we go Mario Goodrich 101 for the Eagles. And now we just let the computer auto draft. It's going a lot faster than I thought I would. It will tell us who drafted though. So I'm kind of getting a glimpse. I saw one of our Coastal guys go. I swear I saw one of the Coastal guys go. Okay, there we go. Alright, first up the Cowboys. Oh, don't you dare. Kenyon Green, first pick. Then moving on to Calvin Austin. Then Chad Muma. Dominique Robinson is who computer auto drafted. Oh wow, the Cowboys had a lot of later picks. Altito Bonia. Probably, I know I butchered that. Logan Bruss. Eric Ezukanma. Cole Turner. I'm pretty high on Cole Turner. I like Cole Turner as a tight end here, Nevada for the Cowboys. You know, Cowboys do have a pretty solid tight end. Dalton Schultz, that's what I was trying to think of. But Cole Turner wouldn't be a bad replacement for him. Leon O'Neal Jr. at safety. Finally got their safety help. Not bad. Evan Neal, Jermaine Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Wan'Dale Verone. I like all these picks for the Giants here. Max Mitchell, good offensive tackle. Damari Mathis, corner. So they took 2 corners and a safety. Joshua Azudi, lineman. Took even more linemen. They took 3 linemen. And Jeffrey Gunter, edge guy out of Coastal. Represent, Sean Sup. Jameson Williams, receiver. Devin Lloyd, linebacker. Drake Jackson, Cole Strange. Mario Goodrich. They took Romeo Dobbs and a Caleb Evans. Also took Malcolm Rodriguez. They took Christopher Allen. Zonovan Knight, pretty good pick down there. So they took like 2 of every position pretty much. Except for lineman and running back. So they're just doubling down a little bit. And coming out to Washington, who doesn't have that many picks at all. Drake London, Jaquan Brisker, Breece Hall, Kyron Williams, running back. Oh, they go Breece Hall and Kyron Williams. They were kind of down. They're double downing on their running back room. Get some more weapons in there. Take 2. Trey Turner switched over from the Dodgers to the Washington Commanders. No, I'm just playing. Receiver out of Virginia Tech. James Mitchell, tight end out of Virginia Tech. They might like the Virginia Tech receiving core maybe just a little bit. And that's all for the worst division in the NFL mock draft. And I'm pretty happy with the way these turned out. As you can see, 3 out of the 4 teams had top 15 picks, kind of solidifying my statement earlier about just that being statistics. But that's all I had for you guys in today's video. We're inching closer to the NFL draft night presented by Rambler. That stream is going to be very fun. Make sure you're tuning in Thursday night, 8 p.m. I will be going live, me and the boys, hopefully. Not sure about the boys. If we can't get them on, we will sure get someone else on. It will not just be me. And have a good day. Make sure you're ready for that draft night. Peace.